All right. Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to start by giving our praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekah, Wadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Shalom. It's your brothers from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh. So yeah, like we were saying, through the spirit, so today we're gonna go into Isaiah 60, man, just to match this beautiful weather we having today. We're gonna go to a beautiful prophecy with these beautiful brothers, man. So let's get it, And this is what we're fighting for, man. This is what we're longing to be brought into, and this is what the Most High promise He's gonna give us, man. You see? Matter of fact, somebody get Jeremiah 29 and 11, Baba Kishah. Because this is what's about to happen with the Most High's people. We don't give a damn about you scoffers, you naysayers, everybody who's trying to talk down on us because we're coming back into our heritage. Everybody who's trying to deny that we're the true people, man, to hell with you. Because at the end of the day, we know that we have the truth, and we know what the Most High has promised, and we know that it's going to be fulfilled, man. You got it?
Yeah. This is Jeremiah 29, verse 11. Mm-hmm. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thoughts of peace and not of evil.
See that? Go ahead.
To give you an expected end.
And this is what the Most High has ordained for his people from the beginning, man. Even though we've gone through complete hell as a nation of people, we've had this stigma put on us as we're just a bunch of degenerates and thugs and gangsters and we're no good and we're the scum of the earth. We went through all that for a purpose, man. It was to fulfill the Most High's will, and ultimately it's for the Most High to get all the glory when He takes us out of that condition to bring us into that everlasting glorious state when the Lord Yahweh Shah returns, man. You see? Because we're not going to be in this condition forever, man. But the Most High has an expected end for us, man. An end of peace and righteousness forever for every Israelite eventually, man. You see? To give us that rest that He's promised and the land that He promised to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see?
Can I get another precept? This is 2 Peter 3 and 9.
You gotta finish that one though.
Oh, I didn't finish it?
You gotta go a little bit more. You gotta go on.
Jeremiah
12.
Salakia.
Call it Lord, how about me also. And that's what keeps us going, man. Knowing that this ain't it. Because if we didn't know anything else besides America, bro, we've been lost our minds, man. You see? That's what the scriptures tell you.
Yahweh's mercy.
Exactly. That's why I tell you, man, where there's no vision, the people perish. You know?
Jeremiah 29, verse 12, it says, Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart.
And that's what the Most High is allowing us to do, because at the end of the day, we're not doing this on our own, man. We're not seeking after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai because we want to. The Most High is willing. This is what's happening under the Most High's grace, man. He's allowing us to seek His face again through our faith in Yahushai.
And it's His will. It's His prophecy.
That's right. That's right.
It's His prophecy that He will put that spirit on us.
And we say the water for it, man. We're in no way saying we're perfect in the flesh at all. You see, we're righteous and moving in His mercy because of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. You know, that was it.
Verse 14. And I will be found of you, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive.
And this is what it was always going to be from the beginning, man. Yeah, we went through all these things as a nation of people, but it wasn't meant for us to continue in that forever. The Most High promised that he was going to come and gather us from all the nations that we have been scattered to. And you see that beginning with the remnant being brought back to the Most High through Yahweh Shah by way of the preaching of this word, man. We're being prepared to be gathered, to be saved from this hardship that we're suffering, to be brought into that land that the Most High promised us, man, so we can enter into that rest. You see, and rule the earth in righteousness. This is what it's going to be. This is what's about to happen. Nothing outside of this is going to happen. There's no alternate timeline, man. You see, there's no alternate outcome as Esau is thinking. Esau thinking that he's going to overcome the Most High, but we know according to the Most High's will that this man is about to lose. And we're about to come into power, man. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Point blank, period, man. And there is nothing other than that.
That's on that one. Could I get
good?
Because you hit it on it as well. This is 2 Peter 3:9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering towards us. Is long suffering to us word, not willing that any should perish, but that all shall come to repentance.
So the Most High is not slack concerning his promise, man. He made promises, he made an oath, and he swore on himself that he was going to fulfill it. And that's what it's going to be. But these naysayers are trying to cast doubt on our faith and try to tell us, no, God is not going to do that. God, he's going to deal with everybody. Everybody's God's people. And we know that's not, the Most High didn't speak those things, man. The Most High never said that. So don't let these people shake your faith and try to deter you deceive you and not believing in the Most High, man, and what he's promised us. Because it will be done. The Most High is not slack, man. We have the Most High's track record right here in our hands. We have the Most High's track record, man, of him keeping his word over and over and over again, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah will be found faithful when it's all said and done. That was it. You got one?
God. I got the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the called according to his purpose. So yeah, man, you know, the children of Israel, man, we're going to receive those promises that the Lord said that we're going to receive, man. Everything that we're going through, right, it's going to lead towards us inheriting the kingdom of heaven, man.
Mm-hmm.
These devils can't stop it, man.
Sure.
Isaiah 60.
All right, we're going to get that after your call. You got a precept?
Just got Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 9. Did anyone talk about that one?
No, you can bring it up.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And this is what we see happening. There's a transition of power happening, man. You see? There's a transition that's taking place. The world is moving, is in a state of wickedness right now. But we see that we're moving into what? A state of righteousness, you see, as the Most High has promised. This is what Yahweh Shah is about to establish. The end of the wickedness or ruling on the earth is the end of Esau's kingdom. And righteousness flourishing is going to happen when the Lord Yahweh Shah comes to sit on the throne, man. You see? This is what the will of the Most High is. Esau is the end of the heathen having any power on the earth. This is the last heathen that will have any type of power on the earth. After this goes down, Jacob comes into his kingdom, and it's going to be a righteous kingdom, and it's going to be an everlasting kingdom. Mm-hmm. You see? And this is what the Most High has promised to bring us into. This is what's happening. Believe it or not. You see? That was it, you call?
Yeah.
You got one call, y'all?
Yeah, I got Jeremiah 30, verse 10 and 11. It says, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee. Yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
Point blank period. Because that's what it was going to be from the beginning, man. Once again, we've only gone through this so the Most High can get his glory, you see, so he can show his power, so he can make his name known in the earth, man. It was never written in the scriptures for us to be in this low ass condition forever, man. You cannot find that written. And this is why this is called what? The gospel. Which means what? The good news that our captivity is coming to an end. And now it's time for us to rule over our enemies, man. Point blank. And that's right. All you heathen nations had a chance to rule. Esau had 3 chances. The Greeks, the Romans, and now the Americans. The Most High is being more than fair, man. Now it's time for us to come into our power, come into our kingdom, and everybody got a fucking problem with it. But the thing is, us coming into a power, us coming into rulership, is what's going to heal the earth, man. And everything in it, including you heathen nations. We're the ones who are going to get the earth going back in that righteous way, man. When everything is going to be put back in order up under the Most High, how it was created to be. Yeah, and the earth is going to function and run effortlessly, man. Yep. Like, everything is going to grow how it's supposed to grow. The water's going to flow how they're supposed to flow. The air is going to be fucking mwah.
And like Elder Gabar was speaking on it at their camp yesterday, even the heathen are going to be happier, you know. They'll be in a better state. You know,
everything's gonna be better up under us, man. Everybody's about world peace and heal the earth and this and the other. Guess what the answer to that is, man? Yahweh Shai and the Israelites coming into power. We're telling you what heals the earth. You see, it's us ruling in righteousness. That's the answer to all your problems. You see,
their tears shall be wiped away. You know. He's quoting Isaiah 60.
Let's get a few chapters. Let's get a few verses out of Isaiah 60 real quick.
Come on. Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee.
And this is what you're witnessing with the men and the women, because you got women who, who are going to be doing what the Lord said to do as best as they can, but you have this light being shined on us, man. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through our Lord Yahweh Shai, man, for us to fight for what we're fighting for. For us to know that this is not this shit. What we see around us this is not it. This ain't the end all be all, man. This shit is temporary. It's only for a moment. We have something greater coming, and we know this because of what the Most High Spirit rests upon us, man. We can't know it otherwise, and this is the spirit we see 2/3 in. 2/3 are the spirit that what America's the end all be all. So, go ahead. That's the spirit.
Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
There it is, man. And that's what happened. That's what's happening. We know the mysteries, man. We know the beginning, the midst, and the end of times. Nobody else. Oh, I just sent a video to the group chat this morning about a Christian pastor talking about he don't get the answer for about gay marriage. What the fuck are you talking about? It's right here in the scriptures, right?
It's an abomination.
Ain't it in the scriptures?
Death shows he's a false prophet and doesn't have the true knowledge of wisdom and understanding of the scriptures.
Another point. I was in the gym Friday. People was talking about this Easter shit, and they was talking about don't nobody have the correct answers. Everybody has they have their own interpretation of what it really is. No, that's not the truth.
There's no private.
You see?
Yeah, you were saying that there's no private interpretation. Go ahead.
Go ahead, grab that one. Yep.
Because everybody wants to say that as an excuse, but the scriptures
talks about
it. Yeah. So 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 20. It says, knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
Exactly. Everything is being laid out plainly, man, if you have the Holy Spirit to understand it. Ain't no, he got his truth and they got their truth. And no, it's only one truth, man. And this is what we're establishing in the earth. It began with our Lord establishing this, man. It's only one truth. It's only going to be one God served in the kingdom of heaven. And that's the God of the Bible, the one true living power, man, Yahweh. You see? No other God is going to be worshipped. And if we catch you worshiping idols in our kingdom, according to our law, we're going to put your ass to death, man.
It says verse 21, for the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy man of Yahweh spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit.
That's all it is, man. That's all it is.
And this also goes almost into our camp yesterday, man. That all these heathen nations never were able to tell us who we are, and we couldn't figure out who we were until the Holy Spirit came upon us, man, and showed us. And it started with who? The Khan. Yep. The elders, you know, Abba Bibbins, you know, it started with them and on down, man. The Spirit moved it in its correct perfection, man, in order.
And now we've been back. Now we've been returned back to the understanding that what we have a kingdom coming. All these questions that were just left in the air for us with no answers. Who are we and where we come from and who our ancestors are and why we don't got no land? Why we here in captivity? Why we going through what we going through as a nation of people? All that's being answered for us now. You see? And the Most High let us know, yeah, I punished you. I wounded you with the wound of an enemy, but guess what? I still have love for you. I'm going to take you out of this condition, and I'm going to give you a kingdom, you see, where you're going to rule in righteousness, and you're going to be my people above all people on the earth. You see?
Prodigal son.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So let's...
I know you want to go back into Isaiah, but let me give a Baruch 4, because I was holding this earlier. It's a Baruch 4 and verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to Yahweh are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. Verse 25, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh, for thy enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck.
And that's exactly what we're about to do. Once again, the only thing that's playing out on the earth is what the Most High has spoken. And spoken in the Most High's will, or how the Most High has laid it out. Israel is going to do valiantly. Israel is going to overcome the enemy. Israel is going to be victorious in the end, man. We are going to triumph through our over our enemies through our faith in Yahweh Shai. That's the only thing that is about to play out in the earth, man. Yeah, it's going to get rocky during the time of Jacob's trouble, but hey, don't worry. The Most High got us, man. We're going to be good. We just got to continue to push forward and believe that the Most High is faithful, man. And we know that he is, according to what we find written in these scriptures.
One more. Verse 27, be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshai, for you shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you.
And that's exactly what we see happen. We're being brought back to the wisdom of the understanding of the Most High because we're being remembered. Because like the Apostle Paul said, have the Most High forsaken these people? God forbid. You see, we haven't been forsaken, and this is why we're standing upon our feet in these last days, cleaving unto who we truly are, cleaving unto our God, cleaving unto our Messiah, and telling you heathen nations that the time has come for you to be taken out of power and for us to rule on the earth, as it is written. Thus said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You got it, Shabbat.
And you had, just real quick, you have to have faith to believe that, you know, that the brother read about the private interpretation, right? So through faith, we believe these things. But it's this is real quick. Hebrews 11 and 2, it says, for by it the elders obtained a good report. That good report is dealing with sound doctrine. You see? So our elders, you know, it starts out with them, but a good report is dealing with sound doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one truth, no private interpretation.
That's right. So
verse
Isaiah 60.
Isaiah 60 and verse 3. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes round about, and see all they gather themselves together. They come to thee, thy son shall come from far, and thy daughter shall be nursed at thy side.
And that goes into what, man? The remnant being gathered. Us being gathered from all over the earth, man. From all these captivities that we've been held in up under these heathen, we're being gathered from them, man. And it's going to be physical when the Lord Yahweh Shah returns. Keep going, bro.
Verse 4. Or no, verse 5. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged. Speaking about our mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee.
And when you go to the abundance of the sea, that's talking about the people. Because we're going to be given the heathen for an inheritance. We own you, heathen, man. You are our possession. And you're about to be given over into our hands once we come into the fullness of being the Most High's sons, man. Once we come into that second covenant, hey, we own you, heathen, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be given over unto us as a possession forever and ever and ever, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see? In that first 1,000 years, that first dominion, it's going to be rough for you. It's going to be rough. But as we beat the righteous ways up in you, we're going to ease up. But the laws will still be enforced to the fullness. You see? But that 1,000 years is going to be us getting you cultivated and built up and walking in the ways of the Most High, because there's going to be no other way. Ain't going to be all this bullshit that you see going on, man. All this liberalism and feminism and women's rights. And everything will be put back in order how the Most High said it's supposed to be. The man going to go back into the order of being a man. The woman going to go back into the order of being a woman, the children, so forth and so on. That's all it's going to be. And if you don't want to get with the program, we got to answer for that. We got to answer for that. You know what I'm saying? We got something for you.
Yeah, it says the nation that doesn't get with it is going to perish.
Yep, keep going. We're going to go on.
This is verse 5 still. Because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee, the forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
The forces goes into the wealth. So all this gold and silver that you heathen are hoarding up, that's ours, baby. Run it. That's ours. It belongs to us. You got to understand, everything on this planet belongs to the Israelites. You see, it begins with our Lord Yahweh Shah. We come into his inheritance, man, being co-heirs with him. But just like the Most High is giving Yahweh Shah everything, and we continue to endure and suffer, you see, and endure Yahweh Shah's sufferings and be found faithful, he's going to make us co-heirs. And everything he's receiving, he's going to give us a part of it, man. So all the riches, all the resources, everything on the earth belongs to the Israelites. Everything. And that's what we're coming into. And that's something to fight for. That should give you hope. Like, I know this bullshit ass job, I ain't gonna be here for too much longer. Because what? The kingdom coming.
Yeah.
Because the Most High promised it to the Lord, man.
We're going to be the lender, in that day.
So it's blessings. You got it.
Verse, let's see, where we at? 6.
Mm-hmm.
The multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold, incense, and they shall show forth the praises of Yahweh.
Because what? It's going to be constant caravans of heathen
merchandise
coming into our land, man. That's why it says our gate shall be open continually.
Yeah.
You want a good illustration of that?
Except on the Sabbath.
Yo. You want a good illustration of that? Go watch the new Aladdin, man, where Will Smith plays the genie. And you see when Aladdin, he was like trying to court the Princess Jasmine or whatever. He had just a large ass caravan bringing incense and spices and women and fabric. You see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
But it was just like camels,
and dromedaries, camels.
Yeah, just a bunch of camels just bringing substance and riches into that land, and that's what's gonna be for us around the clock. It's only gonna stop
a higher level because that's the heathen right there.
Exactly.
That's what is it, Persia?
Yeah.
Persian.
One of them damn towel heads. You know what I'm saying?
Medial Persian.
But yeah, so that's what it's gonna be in our kingdom, man. Like the brother said, the only day it's gonna stop is on the Shabbat. But it's gonna be around the clock. The Shabbat, everything gonna stop. You see? You got it.
Verse 7. All the flocks of
I got a precept, Bob.
Bring it out,
This is Revelation 21, verse 24. And the nations of them which are saved, and it means they're saved out of slavery. Esau is not going to be saved. He's going to be made extinct. But the other nations, like the brothers are getting into, that are going to serve Israel, they're going to be saved after their slavery. They're not going to be extinct. It says, and the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it. They're going to be taught the law and the kings of the earth to bring their glory and honor into it. And that's exactly what they're.
So that shows you.
Go ahead, brother.
That shows you the things that are written aforetime that were scribed down by the prophets is the same thing that's being taught in the New Testament. What is the Apostle John quoting right here? What the vision that he's seeing is the same vision that the Most High gave to Isaiah about the kingdom of heaven and the riches of the Gentiles being brought by the heathen around the clock. That's what chapter was that? Revelation 21?
Revelation 21, verse 24.
Come on. And that shows you what? And like at the beginning of that chapter says what? These are things that are soon to come to pass. Showing you that these prophecies are faithful and true, man. The Most High is going to do exactly what he said. You have more, bro?
No, that's it, bro.
Keep going, Shabbat.
Verse 7.
Fuck out of here. Come on. We ain't the people. We ain't the people. Ain't none of these gonna happen. Who the fuck are you heathen, man? Let the scriptures tell you that the heathen imagine a vain thing, man. You see? The heathen rage and they imagine a vain thing, man. And that vanity, and that's exactly what it is, vanity, man. Foolishness.
And useless.
Exactly. Yo.
Like all of their efforts to hide this is useless, you know. So it's gonna be revealed no matter what.
No matter what, baby. Why? It's because the Most High said it. You got it.
Verse 7. Mm-hmm. All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together, the rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory.
And who's the house of the Most High's glory? Us Israelites, man. We're going to be glorified. We're going to be put on the level that can't even be comprehended right now. We know it's coming, but we still can't even tell you the spectacularness. I don't even know if that's a word. Spectacularness of what is about to happen with us, man. We're coming into a glory that can't even be comprehended. We're about to come into a state of being gods on the earth. Never die. Do you understand we're never gonna die again? Completely righteous, never doing anything wicked ever again. That's what we're about to come into. And it's all for what? It's all for the glory and uplifting and the exalting of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. That he's gonna take us from this low ass condition that we're in now to come into the state of being gods, man. Forever.
We can't even comprehend it. You know?
You can't even really fully grasp what the Most High is telling us he's gonna do to us, man. You know?
We don't have sample size.
We don't know shit about being in water. We don't know nothing about not dying or not being sick or not being hurt or not being fucked up in the flesh. That's all we know. We don't know. We don't remember how it was for us when we was like created in the beginning because we were gods back then. You see, when Yahweh Shai first created us, we don't remember that. So all we can do is look at what's going on around us and try to piece it together as much as we can, and we still fall way short of what it's truly gonna be, man. This shit gonna be crazy. You hold it?
I got the book of Zechariah.
Ooh, this shit gonna be crazy, bro.
Zechariah chapter 8, starting verse 13, it says, and it shall come to pass that as you were a curse among the heathen, O house of Judah and house of Israel.
Hey, northern and southern kingdom, man. This ain't just about southern kingdom. This ain't just about northern kingdom. It's about the house of David coming back together, man. All 12 tribes being unified in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. With one goal, with one mission. You see, serving one God and one Savior, which is our Lord Yahweh Shai. That's what it's all about. You see? You got it?
So will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. Fear not, but let your hands be strong.
That's right.
For thus
do what?
Fear not, but let your hands be strong.
Fear not. Fear not. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Yeah, it's uncertain. Yeah, we don't know how it's going to play out when we get into the time of Jacob's trouble or where we're going to be or what we don't worry about none of that. The Most High, he's telling us not to fear. And he says that a lot. He tells us not to fear a lot because what? We in this flesh and he know.
You got to remind us.
He know this flesh is weak. Like Yahweh told us, the spirit indeed is willing, but what? The flesh is weak. So you're going to have those feelings of fear because we're in the flesh. But the Most High said what? Fear not.
And even Yahweh Shai had a moment of weakness, you know.
to the point where he was sweating blood.
Con,
That, bro. So that lets you know that to get through this time we're coming into, we're gonna need Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to will us through it, man. You see, because we ain't got it on our own, man. We look, we not built like that. I know a lot of you guys out there think you're tough guys and you can't be stopped. We not built to endure what we're about to go through the time of Jacob's trouble without Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai being with us, man. Because that's how fucking bad it's gonna that's how bad it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be that fucking bad. We was talking about that at the camp. The bodies and the death that all the shit we're about to witness, man. It's gonna be crazy out here.
Disfigured bodies and
It's gonna be fucking crazy.
a time like no other.
And that's why wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. Because the Most High, he reassures us all throughout the scriptures, don't fear, don't worry. I know you're gonna be scared, but I got you. Just keep the faith. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we really gonna have when they break down. Is our faith. That's all we got. You got it, bro.
Verse 14. Zechariah chapter 8, verse 14. But thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai of hosts, as I thought to punish you when your fathers provoked me to wrath, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I repented not. So again have I brought Salaki. So again have I thought in these days to do well unto Jerusalem and to the house of Judah. Fear ye not.
Bring it up.
So yeah, so the Lord punished us for going off, and he taught us a lesson. It was a hard lesson. That was tough love like a mother, man.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's merciful, and he's gonna show us, his mercy, man. Bring us into the kingdom of heaven, man. We're gonna be able to relax, man, forever.
Because when you got a child, man, you don't stay mad at your child forever. He might piss you off and still a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But then he'll do something like, oh, that's my love, that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't got no kids, but I know how brothers look at their children, man. And I know, how it is when it comes to that. But as a parent, you don't just put your child on punishment forever and don't show them no love, show them. The same thing is happening with the Most High, man. We disobeyed, and the Most High punished us as children, and now he's ending our punishment, man. You see, by getting us ready to be saved when the Lord Yahweh Shai returns. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Shabbat.
Con, let me grab this precept just because you brought it into remembrance.
Mm-hmm.
It's right here.
What's up?
This is Matthew 7:11, because he was given the analogy of us in the flesh with our kids. This is Matthew 7:11. If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your sons, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask of him?
And he's about to give us the ultimate gift of what? Immortality. Or let me say it like this: bringing us into the second covenant, which makes us immortal and makes us completely righteous. That's the ultimate gift. Because with us being brought into that, that allows us to inherit everything. That allows us to come into those blessings that we read about in Deuteronomy 28. We don't get that unless we are brought into that second covenant. You see? So that's what the Most High is doing for us first and foremost. He's making us completely righteous. Just like he made us subject unto vanity, he's gonna make us subject unto righteousness forevermore, man. And with that, Deuteronomy 28, every day, all day. Around the clock, everything is gonna always go your way in the kingdom of heaven. It's always gonna be how you want it to be.
It's gonna be a good day.
Every day.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Every day. For the rest of eternity. What's up?
What did that last part say on that
Matthew 7:11?
Yeah.
About the gifts.
Yeah.
There says, if ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your sons, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him?
So this is your part, bro, because I was just reading Psalms 82 or Psalms 81, and it's your part because the scripture that said, but for some reason I drew a blank thinking on why I was reading this, but let me read it. This is Psalms 81, and I'm going to start at verse 8 and read down to verse 10. It says, hear, O my people, and I will testify unto thee, O Israel, if thou wilt hearken unto me. There shall no strange God be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange God.
Right.
I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it.
With what? The wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man. You see? The knowledge of the kingdom coming, the knowledge of being righteous and immortal. You see? The knowledge of righteousness. The Most High has given us this, man. And that's what's going to cause us to be immortal. Following the right ways. You see, walking in the light. Not walking after Esau in the darkness, man. That shit is going to continue the cycle of death. But the Most High has promised that he's going to end the cycle of death for his people. And it's going to happen in our kingdom, man. You know, we're going to be able to enjoy everything to the fullest every day. Whoo, come on, bro. You got it. You got it, Shabbat. Go ahead.
And if I may add, hey, when we seeking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man, we have to believe that he is, man. That he exists and that he will fulfill. Hey, we have to believe in the Son, Yahushai, man.
That's right.
And if it's the Lord's will, if we're asking for things in righteousness right now that pertains to salvation, guess what? He's going to happily give it unto us, man.
That's right. That's right. What you got?
I got the book of Proverbs chapter 12.
Oh, God, my knees.
Proverbs chapter 12 verse 2. It says, a good man obtaineth favor of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. So yeah, you know, those who are doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they're going to receive favor, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
The man of wicked devices, who's that? That's Esau.
I was thinking about that.
So I showed you that Esau has no choice but to go down.
Fine.
Because he's the wicked. He can't do nothing but wicked, so he has no choice but. You have no choice but to lose, man. When we go through these scriptures, we don't see, or the Most High never says anything about the wicked overcoming the righteous. It's always the other way around. The righteous is going to overcome the wicked because what? Righteousness trumps wickedness, man. And this is what the world is about to come to know. That living in the way of wickedness, it does not profit you, man. It's not beneficial. You see? That was it. I'm on. Let's go, Shabbat.
This is Isaiah 60 and verse 8. Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to their windows?
Those are to the chariots. All these buildings that you see moving around on the earth, and we're gonna be on a higher level in the kingdom, man. We're gonna be driving so-called UFOs, which are actually the chariots of the Lord, man. And you're gonna have as many as you want. You can have fleets of them. Just like Jake out here with all this bread, got the Bel Airs and the Six Folds and the Ferraris and all these.
You Edomites can keep the Teslas, man.
Exactly. We got some way.
Kingdom.
We're gonna have interdimensional vehicles, man.
And last week we witnessed those chariots moving crazy, man.
We're gonna be cruising.
That's swerving.
Yeah, damn swinging in the chariot. Go ahead, bro.
You guys got anything over there? Oh, y'all?
Go ahead. I'm good. Go ahead.
Fine.
You got one? You got one? You call?
Not right now. No.
Okay.
Fine.
Just let us know.
This is verse 9. Surely the isles shall wait for me, the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of Yahweh thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
And that's what we're telling you, man. Everybody talking about, I just did a video the other day about how Christians are going to have slaves. Because when you go into the true understanding of who the Christians are, who are the Christians? Us. Those who believe upon the Messiah as it is written. We are the Christians. And according to the Most High's will, we're going to have slaves in our kingdom because what? If the Most High promised to bring us into rest, we're not going to be doing anything, man. You motherfuckers ain't do no work when we're building up your kingdom.
Right.
So when it's time for us to come into power, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to be kicked up on the hammock somewhere, being fanned with palm leaves, man. Just like you motherfuckers are doing when y'all had the plantations down in the islands. You even got pictures of fucking Esau using Jacob as a footstool.
I was just thinking that.
So it's going to be the same way in our kingdom. You're going to serve us. you're gonna be in servitude to us, man. Making our meals.
You might women just massaging your feet.
Exactly. All that shit. Yep. That's what it's gonna be.
All the heathen, really.
That's a part of rest, man. That's a part of being in rulership. You motherfuckers really think the concept of slavery is going away. All you motherfuckers are in servitude to the elite right now.
Yep.
Everything that you do on this earth, it goes back to the elite in some shape, form, or fashion.
That's why they're the ones who are blessed right now, because
Exactly.
the elders go into that. You gotta have to be blessed. You have to literally have slaves.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. You got it.
Verse 10. The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
In his wrath he smote us by doing what? Bringing us up into the curses. Because of our disobedience. But now in his mercy, he's returning that from us, man. And now we're about to come to own the heathen. Let me grab this one real quick. This is Isaiah 61 and yep. Isaiah 61:4 says, and they shall build the old waste, they shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. But ye shall be named the priests of Yahweh. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall ye boast yourselves. Come on, man. You know that?
It's the trading places.
I was reading it right here.
Trading places, and it's gonna be forever. This and this whole lesson was inspired by this beautiful weather we have, and that's all we can. Because that's imagine being in that with this weather going on right now, bro.
Oh no, bro.
Shit.
It's everything you need. Everything you desire.
Walk outside. If a woman just walk by.
Just got nothing but time on your hands, you know, until the Sabbath hits, you know.
Exactly.
You know.
And we're not gonna mind it, man. Because you in the flesh, like, man, I ain't got time to do this, I ain't got time to do it. Man, in the kingdom, we're gonna be good. We're gonna when the Most I say he gonna give us rest, that's what he means, man. We don't understand rest. 2-day vacation is not rest. Hell, going on a vacation for a week. Guess what you're doing? You gotta be back to work on Monday.
Right.
You still, you know what I'm saying?
And even just the thought of just traveling, you know, because I deal with these Edomites who are always traveling, and the first day of traveling, man, they're just literally on a plane, you know, then they're in a truck, and it's like tiresome, you know, wearisome. We ain't gonna be dealing with all that, man. You know?
What you got?
I must be allowed to bring this out. I got the book of Isaiah chapter 65, starting verse 21. Try to read through it quick. It says, and they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them.
Does that mean we're gonna do it with our own hands? No. Because just like you took the credit for everything we built up here in this kingdom, and you said it was yours, it's gonna be the same way. You're gonna build our palaces, you're gonna plant our vineyards, you're gonna be making our wine, you're gonna be slaughtering our cattle when we want to eat meat, you're gonna be plucking them chickens. You see? But it's gonna all be attributed to us. You see?
You're gonna be tending to our children,
making our tents for when we get to do the Feast of Tabernacles. Who you think gonna be making them big ass tents for us? It ain't gonna be us. It's gonna be you. You're gonna be installing the jewels into the tents and all, man. You motherfuckers gonna get
they're gonna be happy to do it too. Because like we were talking earlier, they're gonna be in a better state than under Esau's.
You know Esau's gonna have some fucking shit to say. And it's being set up that way so we can just bust their ass anytime you got a line with that damn that rod of mine. Just bash your shit in.
Damn game.
I gotta step up.
Let the brother I'm gonna finish this one real quick, bro.
All right. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands.
And that means the work of our hands is beginning now. When we enter into this truth, we begin to labor and work. And we're going to reap the fruit of that in the kingdom, man. Everything. Your labor shall not go.
Should not labor in vain.
Should not labor in vain, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see? The Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love that you have shown to his name, ministering unto the saints, and do minister. We're doing that now, man. And the fruit of this is going to be on the other side of the kingdom.
Pretty much the opposite of the curses, you know?
Exactly.
Like, because every time I hear that verse, I think of Issachar,
Working
because
his ass
Issachar
off.
is building the houses and not living in them. You know what I mean? You got up in these suburban
Working
subdivisions.
his damn matches.
You got I'm sorry, Issachar working their ass off, even on Sundays, on Saturday, all 7 days a week, man. But guess what? They don't get to live in them houses. So these are the opposites of the curses, these blessings that was coming.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that because I be working all these type of jobs, because I do a lot of maintenance. And every time we do things, even when I'm working for companies,
And this brother's Issachar.
when I'm working for these companies, man, they sit there, and when the job's done, the big boss comes in like, oh yeah, we built this, and talking to all the it's what we do, this and that. I was like, and I
You ain't living money. One nail in this motherfucker, man.
That's Esau spirit, though, right?
You ain't having one nail in this bitch. You ain't took the one got in the corner. You can do none of that shit, man.
But that's the beauty. It's gonna be flipped in the kingdom.
Yep.
Because as they show up here in Babylon, and they'll sit there with the what they call it, with the shovel, the groundbreaking, and then you will never see them again until the day they open up the doors.
And Issachar, you had the owner of that building, he getting the photo op, while Issachar in the back with their hard hats saying like, yeah, we did that. But Esau getting all the credit for it.
Breaking the ground like
Esau getting all the credit. It's gonna be the same way in the kingdom, man. You see, Issachar gonna be some way looking at his new fucking palace, and anybody's gonna be in the back playing the back, and Esau Issachar like, yeah, look what I built. Look what I built. Look at my shit. Look at my shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
Finally.
Then Esau be eradicated after 1,000 years, but these other heathen will pick up the slack.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna get my daily fucking Edomite bitches before they get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with some Edomites before they extinct.
That's not gonna waste. Oh, they good, bro.
Isaiah 65 and 23. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, but they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear.
That's some high level shit.
That's high level.
Before you even sing your prayer, it's gonna be answered because now you send a prayer, it might take a couple weeks before you get an answer. In the kingdom, bro, before you even finish your prayer, all right, there you go.
It's done. Huh?
It's done. Easy.
Those are our thoughts.
Woo! That's high level, bro. That's high level. What you got, call y'all?
Obadiah verse 15. Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession. And when you go into that word possess, it means to destroy or to inherit, and then possession means the one, including the heathen. So their idols, we're going to destroy them, but there's certain parts of the heathen that we're going to keep, like them themselves, except for Esau. Esau is going to do 1,000 years of slavery, and then he's going to be made extinct. But the other nations, they belong to the nation of Israel. They're our possession.
Oh, I must back you up, brother. One moment. Let me get this real quick. Revelation 2 and 25, it says what? But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. The proof is in the words, man.
And this ain't no prophecy we came up with on our own. These are the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh.
This was always his will, man. And now we have the spirit to make it known into the world. Hey, the Most High would do nothing, but he would do what? Reveal his secret unto his servants, the prophets. And now we're letting the rest of the world in on what our Father about to do, man. And it's only going to be what our Father says it's going to be.
It's been here the whole time.
The whole fucking time. The same book that's on your grandma's mantelpiece right now, collecting dust. You see, the same book that you can find in every hotel nightstand drawer all throughout this country. The same things are written in here, man. It's been this for the beginning.
I always tell people it's ancient knowledge, but it's new to us, but it's ancient.
You know, song.
God, that new song, God.
Refreshed.
Remembrance.
What?
Can I get this right? Since we were on the new creation, I want to go back down on Isaiah 65, verse 17, in the Good News translation. It says, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai says, I am making a new earth and new heavens. The events of the past will be completely forgotten.
That doesn't mean the Most High is going to destroy the earth, vocab. It just means that he's going to refresh it. It's going to be made new and refreshed in righteousness. The Most High going to hit the reset button upon society, amongst the people, and the Israelites are going to control how everything moves from that point on. And that's why it will be a new heaven and a new earth, because it's going to be cultivated, you see, in righteousness. The opposite of what we see happening now. He's not going to destroy the earth. Don't the Most High told you he created the earth to be inhabited, that the earth abideth forever. You fucking Christians are idiots, man.
And if you leave, and if you leave it, they show you that on I think it's this Discovery Channel. 100 years after humans, it shows you that the earth naturally will heal itself, man.
That's how the Most High created it to be. And that's everything, even your body. Your body is made to heal itself.
Yeah, like
animals,
and organisms.
Everything is meant to, like everything the Most High created, it goes in a cycle. Life, death,
Ecclesiastes.
Everything happens. Everything is made to continue on forever. But Esau, bitch ass, is in the earth trying to fuck everything up.
When that new Jerusalem comes down, guess what? Order's gonna go out, man, and the earth is gonna start its healing process, man.
Flourish, paradise. Bro, imagine the earth 2,000 years from now. Trees gonna be greener, the water gonna be bluer, the air gonna be fresher.
Look out, like right now, you look out that window, them trees are dead, and they got no life really. Man, it's gonna be just colors, bro.
It's gonna be awesome. This shit gonna be crazy.
Like when you go in the mountains in the springtime,
Yeah.
You just see all them colors,
green, bro,
beautiful nature.
It's gonna be, man. The earth is gonna go back to being what the Most High paradise for life to flourish in.
Breaks the size of basketball.
Oh yeah, 2 men had to carry a cluster of grapes. Bro, I'm gonna have a lot of wine. I'm gonna have a lot of wine. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, heathen making you one.
Verse 18.
Heathen bitches with pretty toes. Go ahead.
Picking on them grapes in the backyard, in the palace.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 18. Be glad and rejoice forever in what I create. The new Jerusalem I make will be full of joy, and her people will be happy. I myself will be filled with joy because of Jerusalem and her people. There will be no weeping there, no calling for help. Babies will no longer die in infancy, and all people will live out their lifespan.
Beautiful, baby.
Those who live to be 100 would be considered young. To die before that would be a sign that I had punished them.
And that's why you see us dying right now, because it's a sign that the Most High is punishing us. Because don't the scriptures tell you that you're all gods, you're the children of the Most High, but you shall die like what?
Like man.
That's a sign of our curse. We're dying. We were never meant to die, man. We're only up under this because what? Adam transgressed and followed Eve, and then we followed right along, man. But now Yahweh Shai is coming to break that cycle of death for us.
Psalms 82 and 6.
That's right.
And like that verse he just read, 100 shall be considered young, man. In Esau's kingdom, if you're 100, man, you're considered dead pretty much.
Like, man,
going outside if you're 100.
So and that lets you know that these heathen nations will also be living longer, man. They're gonna die, but they're gonna be living out their lives spans longer.
They're gonna live for centuries, bro.
See, if they don't listen and follow our order, the righteous order, that means what? If they died before that, that means they were punished, man.
Yep.
In Romans 6:23, the wages of sin is death.
Yep. And they always gonna die, but the thing is, the life expectancy is gonna rise because it's gonna be a society where righteousness is put forth.
Yep.
You're not gonna be allowed to just do whatever you want to do, like in Esau's kingdom, which caused people to die, children, women having miscarriages, children getting hit by buses and shit. Ain't gonna be. You either gonna always die, but it won't be on the level like it is now under Esau.
It's because only the Israelites are gonna have that law in us. You know,
Yeah, that's right.
The heathen, they're still gonna be going off. We're gonna have to whoop them into shape. You know.
Yep. Let me get this real quick to back up what you just read. Revelation 21:1. The new heaven and the new earth. We're reading about this right here in the end of the book. Where you just read that from?
That was Isaiah 65.
So this is the Most High giving the brother John on the Isle of Patmos the same vision that he gave Isaiah, showing you that everything that the prophets told you aforetime, I'm letting you know that this is what it's going to be when it's all said and done. Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. The new heaven and the new earth is the Israelites ruling in righteousness. This old heaven and the old earth is what we see right now, ran by Esau. This shit is about to be demolished, and Yahweh Shai is about to raise up the earth in righteousness, man. You see? Verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, which is what? The remnant of the nation of Israel coming down to receive those new bodies and have the law, statutes, commandments in our minds, man. Right here, John is witnessing us in our godhood. We're gods at this point. And mortals. That's right, celestial bodies, that's right. Verse 3 says what? And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their God. And every time you hear that phrase, that's the Most High alluding to what? The new covenant, the second covenant that he promised to bring us into. Going all the way back to a promise that he made unto our forefather Abraham in Genesis 17, man. It's being talked about right here in the chapter before the last chapter of the book. You see? Verse 4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, and there shall be and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And that means what? Everything that we're suffering right here now as a people is all going to be melted away when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai saves us, man. That's the good news. You got it, bro.
Way different than what we deal with now.
And it shows you that being in the new covenant, we're able to be around Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai because we are no longer going to be in our transgression. Because in Exodus 19, man, when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai was talking to Moses, before the people came up, before he came down, he told them that they had to cleanse themselves, man, and to be ready for him coming down on the third day, man.
We're gonna always be clean in the kingdom. Even after sex, we're gonna always be clean because we're gonna just be perfect in it. Because sex makes you unclean, but in the kingdom, we're gonna have. Then the Most I say, He's gonna make us a strong, one of the strong nations. That means we having a lot of sex, so we're just gonna be in a state of being pure and clean around the clock, no matter what we do. You see, unlike now, you see.
Because because like now, even though you think you might have a woman that's yours, she might have already been popped a long time ago, man.
And majority of women have been ran through.
Yep. So don't get that out of your mind that she
yours.
That's community principle.
Go ahead, bro.
11. The gates, therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles.
Day or night gonna be open, and wealth just gonna be flowing, man. We're gonna have innumerable wealth, man. You know how motherfuckers go in their bank account, like, I got this much. It's gonna be to the point where we're not gonna be able to fucking just calculate how much wealth we have. We're just gonna be wealthy, man. Well, and the thing is, that's gonna be everlasting generational wealth to our children's children's children gonna be good to go forevermore. Woo, boy.
Yeah.
Call halal, how about you, man.
Hey, bro, and you know the United States supposedly has all their golden Fort Knox, you know, and so whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like, and what happens? That all their facilities are all, you know, gated up, protected. You know, camera surveillance, all this and all that,
I
bro.
don't need no guards for that shit. You gonna know better.
Yep.
I wish you would. I wish you would. Give me a reason to use the spiritual power. Give me a reason, goddamn it.
And that
I
their
got a
kings
step
may be proud.
What's up?
I got a step.
Go ahead, bro.
Zechariah 8, verse 5. And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof. Thus said Yahweh of hosts, if it be marvelous in the eyes of the remnant of this people in these days, should it also be marvelous in mine eyes, said Yahweh of hosts.
So you see how he gushing and blushing over what the Most High has told us. So he's like, if it be marvelous in the remnant of this people in these days, how much more for me? I'm the one that told you that I'm going to do this for you. I want to do this. Didn't I hear how I say, fear not little flock, for it's your Father's good pleasure to do what? Give you the kingdom. It's the Most High wants to do this for us, man. He wants to do it, and it will be done. What's up,
brother? And that's why it said that it pleased the Lord to bruise Yahweh Shai. He gives us the kingdom through Yahweh Shai. You know, it pleased him to be able to do that so that
because it's for a good thing. It's for his will.
Right. That's why he had pleasure in bruising Yahweh Shai. He knew it was going to save the nation of Israel.
Right.
Because that was always the Most High's will.
Yep.
That's
all I had to.
Yeah, Connor. This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 1. Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life, bright as crystal, flowing from the throne of power and of the Lamb through the middle of the street of the city. Also, on either side of the river, the tree of life with its 12 kinds of fruit, yielding its fruit each month. The leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nation. No longer will there be anything accursed, but the throne of power and of the Lamb will be in it, and his servants will worship him. They will see his face, and his name will be on their foreheads. And night will be no more. They will need no light of lamp or sun, for the Lord power will be their light, and they will reign forever and ever.
That's right. Yeah.
There it is.
And that goes into what, man? The righteousness of the Most High flowing in the earth forever, man. No more wicked. It's gonna. But the thing is this: the heathens still gonna be. They in the flesh. They gonna have their moments where they fuck up. But the thing is this: the main thing that's gonna be happening in the earth is righteousness flourishing, man. You see, all throughout this planet, just like you see evil being propagated, wickedness being propagated for Babylon the Great. When we come back into our land, we're gonna propagate and push forth righteousness all day, every day. And that's going to heal the nation. All this mental illness that these people are suffering from right now, it won't be a thing in the kingdom of heaven. It won't be all this damn confusion, 147 genders and all this. Ain't gonna be no more of that shit, man.
That's crazy. How they come up with that?
That shit is crazy, bro. All that shit is gonna be done away with when we come into power, because all we're gonna do is push forth light, righteousness, and it's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be cool to be right, and it's cool to be righteous now. This is the coolest thing we can do, to walk after life. We're going to set the earth on the path for everyone to live longer. You see? A lot of the suffering, bro, the heathen are going to suffer, but it won't be to the point like we're suffering here in Babylon the Great, man. Your family members are just not going to be just dying of crazy-ass diseases. And a lot of this is caused by what? By going off. We're gonna erect a society around you where it's going to be promoting righteousness. We're not going to give you devices to destroy yourself, man. We're going to put everything in place for you to win.
God, with what the brother your call read, where it said that the leaves shall be for the healing of the nation. They're going to come to us, and we're going to teach them the herbs to use to heal themselves instead of giving them venom. You know what I mean?
Goes into
instead of giving them pharmakia,
the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what we're gonna give you around the clock. The righteous way, the way of life, the things that are pleasing unto the Most High, and it's gonna cause you to be. It's gonna cause what do they call it? Not the standard of life. The standard of life to be lifted in the earth because it's very low right now. You see.
And again, why? Because Esau's in rulership.
Yep, and Yahweh about to put an end to it, man. It must be. Well, go ahead, Shabbat. Let me go ahead read through that.
This is verse 12. For the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
So that shows you there's going to be a punishment for any nation that don't want to get on our program and follow after the ways of righteousness, man.
Just like Esau does.
If you don't want to get in order and do what we tell you to do, you're gonna be destroyed. And that's just ain't gonna be no negotiating. And well, you can ain't gonna be no gray areas. You either gonna follow the Israelites or you're gonna perish. The only two options you have. You have no other option than that, man.
Just Esau's doing the same thing right now, you know.
And it's about to be even worse.
Kamala, she was over there in Uganda,
yeah,
pushing that alphabet stuff.
That bullshit because you got a
they weren't having it,
right?
Yeah. But guess what? U.S. is gonna, use that force. That's what we're gonna be doing. Mm-hmm. These nations are gonna perish if they don't get with the program. If they don't get with the agenda of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
Because the law of righteousness will be the law of the land, the law of the earth.
Be utterly wasted.
That's right. You got it.
Verse 13. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
So the Most High is going to rejuvenate the earth, man. See all these damn dying trees, they cutting down the rainforest. All that shit is going to be repaired when we come in. Not shit, Salakia. All that is going to be repaired once we come into power, man, because we're going to get the earth going back the way it's supposed to be. We're going to get rid of all these damn GMO creatures that Esau done created, all these GMO seeds, all this bullshit that he's put into this earth. It's going to be done away with. And the Most High is going to rejuvenate this place. And the earth is going to go back to what it's supposed to be, man. Paradise. Idon, which is Eden. Idon meaning paradise, man. Or pleasure or joy.
Yeah.
Everything's going to grow how it's supposed to grow. An abundance of food everywhere. Just everything being how the Most High intended it to be from the beginning, man. And if you don't want that to happen, man, may the Most High bring death and destruction upon you, man.
That shows you the most. He's a spirit. He's the great spirit, but he has a body because it tells you the place of my feet glorious, which is earth, because there's that precept that speaks on the earth is my footstool.
The place of the sanctuary is what the land of Israel is going to be, and he tells us he's gonna make that land even more beautiful than he made it when he first created it. So it's about to be wild in the earth when the kingdom is being set up, man. Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be.
That's why we're in that mindset, like, hey, bring it on, bring Jacob's trouble on. Let's get this shit over with, so we can start these blessings. You know. Mm-hmm. Verse 14. Mm-hmm. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
And that's what it's going to be, man. All you heathen nations, you're going into slavery, whether you like it or not. You're going to serve us. You're going to be our aid, and that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be, man. That's what you were created for. You were created to be the slaves of the Israelites, and that's what the Most High is about to establish in the earth. You ain't got to like it, but your ass will get with the program, because like we read earlier, if you don't want to, what's going to happen? You're going to be destroyed. You got it, bro.
And the women are like our possession, right?
Yeah.
So the women, they don't have a choice in who they marry, And these heathen, it ain't up to them.
God, it ain't up to them. It's what the Most High determined.
Yes.
You see? And anybody who try to fight against it, once again, we're gonna put foot to ass, man. What's up?
Go ahead, Lord.
Flush, bro.
Verse 14
Mhm.
or 15. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
So our land is gonna be beautiful once again. We're gonna be beautiful once again.
An eternal excellency.
Eternal excellency, man.
Come on, there ain't nothing like that in Esau's kingdom.
That's
not even these celebrities. You know, they go through their phases where they're on top of the world. They're on top of the entertainment, and then it gets taken away. You know.
That's the title for the lesson: Eternal excellency.
Verse 16. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shall suck the breast of kings.
That goes into the wealth. All these resources all you heathen are going back to the land that the Most High gave unto your fathers for an inheritance. And in those different lands are different resources. And you're going to be bringing the best of those resources to the Israelites. That means the best of your cattle, the best of the herbs, the best of the jewels, the best of the fabrics, the best of your daughters, the best of the wine, the best of the incense and the spices and whatever else you got in your land is going to be brought to us around the clock, the best of it. You still going to be balling out of control, but you're going to give us the damn creme de la creme. You see? Oh, boy. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Come on, man.
I looked up that word excellence in verse 15, and it says to be met.
What word? What word?
Excellence? You breaking up, bro.
The word excellence.
Oh,
the
God.
word excellency. It means to be majesty over the nation.
To be what? Hey, repeat it.
I'm gonna have to get it, bro. Your phone breaking up. My bad.
Yeah. God.
I got it. So it goes into excellency. It goes into exaltation, majesty, pride, majesty, exaltation, excellence of nations, of the Most High, of Jordan, pride, arrogance in the bad sense. But the thing is, of nations, man, we're gonna be brought on a higher level. We're gonna be exalted into an everlasting state of majesty. What is majesty going to? Real quick.
Majestic.
Majesty goes into majesty is used as a manner of address by many monarchs, usually kings, which we are, where used the style outranks the style of the highness, but is inferior to the style of imperial majesty. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Hey, so we're gonna be telling the heathen to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we're gonna be rolling.
Basically, it goes into sovereignty, authority, power, dominion, supremacy. That's what majesty is. Majesty goes into sovereignty, authority, power, dominion, and supremacy. And this is what the Most High has promised us through the prophets, man. Through the words that he prophesied. You got it, Shabbat. Yes, sir.
This is Isaiah 60 and verse
17.
17.
Oh, no, the end of 16.
Okay, 16. Thou shalt suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, Yahweh, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Because the only one who's told us that he's going to do this for us is who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Jesus ain't telling you this. Buddha ain't telling you this. You see? Allah ain't telling you this. The God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the one who's letting us know that what? He's going to do this for us, man. Check that screen out. That's what I'm saying.
It's
Yeah.
it's right here. So, it's the Lord's glory. He's just
I'm in the midst. I'm in the midst. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I think it's coming in through the little.
Yeah, it probably won't.
Little high.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, see that? It's coming through the little hole.
God, the brightness. The brightness of the Lord. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Verse Isaiah 60 and 17. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood, brass, and for stones, iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thy exactors righteousness.
So that's how abundant gold is going to be for us in our kingdom, man. Just like you can go to Home Depot right now and see just an abundance of brass. It's going to be just like that for us with gold in our kingdom. Because our streets are going to be paved with it. You're gonna use it to build our houses with it. We're gonna eat it. It's gonna be in the waters. It's whoo, fuck America, man.
Saying nothing.
Fuck Esau society, man. This shit is whack.
This shit is low level shit here.
Low level.
I got a quick precept.
What you got?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, and verse 17. And the work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteousness quietness and assurance forever. And my people shall dwell in a peaceable habitation, and in sure dwellings, and in quiet resting places.
Yeah, sure dwellings, quiet resting places. Something that we don't have right now. Well, living in fucking apartments, having a mortgage. Esau can come and take your shit if you don't pay your taxes on it. That won't be a thing in the kingdom, man. We're gonna have estates, land as far as the eye can see. And it's gonna be ours, man. Ain't nobody gonna take it from us. A constant state of rest, not having to worry about paying bills and I'm late on this and this is due. We don't have to worry about none of that shit in the kingdom, man. These are only things that we suffer here in captivity, man, which is about to be ended very soon. And we see all the signs letting us know that it's coming to an end.
We're leaving the curses, man. Coming out of them, they're going to be falling on our enemies.
That's right. So we're going to finish it out, Spot. We're going to wrap it
up. This is verse 18. Mm-hmm. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise.
Oh, and that's a cut to the 48 because all you had what? Missiles just shot from the Gaza Strip into the land of Israel. That don't fulfill this prophecy here. Violence shall no more be heard in our land. Y'all supposed to be living in peace. Why is that not happening? It's because you're not us. You don't fit these prophecies, man.
And all these people that believe that those are Jews, man, you stupid. You ain't studied.
That's right.
You don't study. You pagan Christians. Mm-hmm. You know, Elder Tahar coined you guys pagan Christians on their camp yesterday.
Some I call them too. I would call them modern day Christians. Pagan Christians. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Pagan Christians.
Verse 19. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee.
And that goes into the wicked knowledge and understanding of Esau. All this shit is going to be left here once this place is destroyed, man. We're going to completely uproot the fucking mindset of wickedness from the earth. And it won't be as it is now in our kingdom, man. Once again, we getting everything back to how it's supposed to be. You see? And our Lord Yahweh Shai is going to see that it happens.
Mm-hmm. And thy power, thy glory.
Read that last part, that last sentence again.
Okay. 19. The sun shall be more thy light. No, I'm sorry. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But Yahweh shall be unto thee an everlasting light.
That's right.
And thy power in the Most High, thy glory.
That's all it means. What the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to be at the forefront of everything in the earth, man. Mm-hmm. Causing life to do what life's supposed to do. You see? You got it.
Verse 20. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself.
So we will never go back into a state of darkness like we did here up under these curses, man. Where our people forgot the Most High, forgot the righteous way. That will never happen again for us once we're saved, man. Yeah. Because that goes into the second covenant. Every Israelite is going to be born into a state of righteousness to the point where we're not going to have to teach no more. We're not going to have to teach no more. You're going to be in your DNA.
It's in you. Yeah.
Ooh, man. Just to be on automatic, righteous autopilot forever.
The women, that's going to be beautiful for the women just to, boom, automatically know.
Righteous
women. They'll be feeling wicked if they even look at another man.
And they won't because they're going to have the perfect body. It's going to be in them to not to do that shit. You got it? Woo! Let's go. You got it.
Verse 20. For Yahweh shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified.
So every Israelite is going to be righteous eventually, but the 2/3 have to die on this side, you see, and they're going to be reborn into the kingdom to the righteous elect. And their right mind up under that second covenant. And every Israelite will come up under that, you see, eventually, man. And that was all made possible because of what? Yahweh Shai's sacrifice, his blood, man. That's how much weight Yahweh Shai's sacrifice holds. To the point to where we're going to be living forever, and every Israelite is going to be born into the second covenant because of what he did 2,000 years ago. That, come on, man. But you got guys out here talking about you don't worship Yahweh Shai.
Hey, can I share something?
What?
Like a while ago, I had a dream, where all of Israel, I think it was like a dream of the kingdom of heaven. All of Israel was just like all righteous. It was no, gang banging. It was no, evil eye toward each other. Man, I was like, yo,
love,
I love this. Like,
love.
It was dope, man.
Woo! And that's what we want, man. And we want this for all our people, but we know how it's got to play out. You see, we know that 2/3 you set to play a lot, but eventually you're gonna be good to go. All of Israel gonna be good eventually, man. And this is what the Most High had. These are the thoughts of peace that the Most High has toward His people, man. To bring us out of this condition that we're in, to bring us into that everlasting state of righteousness and being, man. And you got the heathen trying to fight against us because that's what we want, man. The fuck it. And that shows you that you hate us. Why wouldn't you want us to be made righteous and perfect? Why would you want us to continue to stay in the state of being a nigga?
Because that shows they don't understand the scriptures, because even they're going to benefit from this.
Exactly. That's why Esau got to be moved out of the way, man, because he's the problem.
He's polluted all their minds.
Yep.
You just brought back a memory of one of the dreams I had when the dream I had, I was sleeping in the shack.
Yeah.
And when my daughters came and woke me up, and I could hear all the children playing. I was telling the brothers there's like 2 doors, one to the north, one to the east. And my daughter, I told her it's good, go play. She went underneath the door and went outside to play. And I was like, huh? To me thinking that now is like, what's going on? But in my dream, that was like normal for me. I was like, just went up, woke up, got up, opened up the door. It was just like green everywhere. And I could hear my children. I knew they were my children, but I couldn't see any of them. And they were all playing together, man. It was like beautiful, man.
Yep. What we're about to read right here.
Right.
Verse 22. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, Yahweh, will hasten it in his time.
And this is what the Most High about to bring to pass, man. And so it don't matter how hard you even try to fight against it. This is what's going to be done, because prophecy, you see, is what it's all about. It's all about what the Most High said, man. And this is what it's going to be. He's about to take us out of this state of being in this low condition, and he's about to bring us into what? What was it again?
Excellency.
Eternal excellency, man. That's what the prophecies entail.
You know, in the ancient world, when they would declare who they would declare their lineage. And that's an honor the elect are going to have, because all the Israelites that exist are going to have to go back to the elect, you know?
Yep. The first fruit, man. So with that, man.
The head of Israel, the heads of Israel.
So with that, on this beautiful day, man, we brought some beautiful prophecy through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Hey, hope Lord willing, it was edifying to the hopeful elect out there, man. So we're gonna wrap it up by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect I give out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai has created us to do. And with that, we're going to say Shalom, Wa, or Ba,
to the elect.
Wow.